How can debtors negotiate with collectors so that they can avoid going throughout the whole court process and avoid going to court altogether?
What you want to do is create as much leverage as possible in your negotiations. People always get sued and they're like, should I just call them and settle? Well, sure, you certainly can do that, but how can you create a little bit of leverage before you make that phone call? So I always tell people, file your answer first before you make the call, because then they don't think, well, this person will just get it, like we could just wait and get a default judgment, right? They know now, like we talked about earlier, they've got this whole court process staring them down, the lawyer does. So I always say, first thing you should do, file your answer. SoloSuit's obviously got a great tool for preparing an answer, and I would do that before I try and negotiate. The other thing is, you say, how do I settle this without going through this whole court process? I think you have to recognize that sometimes it's going to take going through the process to get the settlement you want. And I know SoloSuit has some good videos about different negotiation strategies that I've seen you guys put out, and those are all great. You just have to always be evaluating your case and saying, okay, if this is the maximum that I can pay and they won't take it, what do I do? Well, then you've got to keep defending and moving on. Recognizing that sometimes even getting a judgment against you might be the thing that you need to get this case settled, because they need to realize that they actually can't get the money from you. The other thing I would say is I really love the SoloSettle tool that you guys have, because it's sort of, a lot of people are afraid to call these lawyers. They're afraid they're going to say something that will mess it up. These lawyers are trained in the art of negotiation. You aren't. And it sort of takes that variable out of it, right? So you work through SoloSuit and they pass these offers back and forth, so you don't run the risk of saying something dumb or being intimidated. I think the other thing too is, and this is especially true if you have a lot of debts, like multiple debts, and they're all going to be coming soon. If you make let's say you settle the first one and you've got 5 more that are going to be coming. You settle that first one, you write them a check, they now know where you bank, right? So they can levy your bank account on these next 4. So the other thing that I really love about using SoloSettle to do that is they don't get to know what your bank account information is. Like, some of that personal information doesn't make it to that attorney. And I'll be honest, we would do this. We would save information on debtors so that if something came up with them later, we would know, okay, this is their information, this is where they work, this is their address, maybe this is where we bank. And if a case comes up with them later, now we have all that information. So I think it's a great tool to avoid the creditor's attorney from getting that from you.
Yeah, I mean, I may be a little biased, but I also think that it's a great tool. SoloSettle, it's a platform where people can go and send an offer to a debt collector without having to call them or talk to them on the phone. And they can use the platform to negotiate back and forth with the collectors and settle the debt all through a digital platform instead of having to, go to court or call or deal with collectors in person. It kind of reduces the tension between collectors and consumers. So yeah, thank you for sharing your thoughts on SoloSettle, because I agree. I think it's a great tool that can help people negotiate.